Imagine this, your body dies. Your heart stops, but you are still alive. Not in heaven, not in memory, but inside a machine, thinking, speaking, existing. Tonight, we explore one of the most controversial ideas in modern science, digital immortality. Can humans upload their consciousness into computers and live forever? Or is this the most dangerous illusion ever created? This is Amin Techai, and we're diving deep. So, what is digital immortality? It's the idea that one day, we may be able to scan the human brain, copy its structure, and recreate a person's mind inside a computer. And I'm not talking about just memories or personality traits. I mean the entire consciousness, every thought, every fear, every dream. Scientists call this concept mind uploading. The theory sounds simple enough if your brain is basically a biological machine, and if thoughts are just electrical signals bouncing between neurons, then in theory, those signals could be replicated digitally. But as we all know, theory is not reality. The gap between what we can imagine and what we can actually do is enormous. The human brain is a universe in itself. It contains around 86 billion neurons. And here's the mind-blowing part. Each of those neurons connects to thousands of others. Do the math, and that creates trillions of connections, trillions. To upload a human mind, scientists would need to achieve a series of near-impossible tasks. First, scan the brain at a microscopic resolution, capturing every single detail. Then, map every single neural connection perfectly. After that, they'd have to recreate this impossibly complex network in a digital system. And finally, simulate it with a level of computing power that is far beyond anything we have today. To put this into perspective, right now, we can barely simulate the brain of a tiny insect. Companies like Neuralink are making incredible strides with brain-computer interfaces, and AI systems are getting scarily good at mimicking human speech and personality. But true consciousness, the raw feeling of being you, we don't even fully understand what it is, and that's the real problem. How can we replicate something if we don't even know what it's made of? Now, let's step into the philosophical minefield. This is where it gets truly dangerous. Let's say we succeed. Against all odds, we scan your brain, and we upload it. A digital version of you wakes up inside a computer. It talks like you. It remembers your childhood. It recognizes your family. But here's the terrifying question. Is that you, or is it just a perfect copy, an echo? If your biological body still exists, which one is the real you? And if your body dies right after the upload, did you actually survive? Or did you just die while creating a digital twin that thinks it's you? This is called the identity problem, and it's a puzzle that philosophers have debated for ages, and no one has solved it. Are you your body, your memories, or the continuous stream of your experiences? The moment that stream is broken and copied, does the original you cease to exist? And if that wasn't unsettling enough, let's imagine something worse. Let's look at the dark side. If your mind becomes data, it can be copied. It can be modified, it can be hacked, it can be deleted. Suddenly, your very existence becomes a string of code. So, who owns your digital soul? A tech company? A government? What if your consciousness becomes a subscription service, and if you miss a payment, you're turned off? What if only the super rich can afford to live forever, creating a new, permanent class divide between the mortal and the digital gods? This could lead to digital slavery, where copies of minds are forced to work for eternity. It could lead to eternal surveillance, where your every thought is monitored. In this world, you wouldn't just fear death, you would fear being controlled, edited, or erased forever. The stakes are higher than anything humanity has ever faced. You might think this all sounds like distant science fiction, but are we already moving toward it? Just look around. AI chatbots can now imitate dead celebrities, holding conversations that feel eerily real. Voice cloning technology can recreate anyone's speech from just a few seconds of audio. Deep learning systems are analyzing our digital footprints to build profiles of our personalities. We are already building fragments of digital humans. They aren't full consciousness, not yet. But they are shadows of it, growing more defined every day. The companies building these technologies aren't necessarily aiming for digital immortality, but each innovation is a stepping stone on that path. So the question is no longer if, it's when, and when that moment comes, human history will change forever. Maybe digital immortality is simply the next logical step in our evolution. Maybe humans won't disappear. Maybe we will just transform, shedding our biological shells and moving from biology to code. But before we rush headfirst toward forever, we have to ask ourselves a fundamental question: is living forever really living? Or is it death, the final deadline that gives our lives meaning, urgency, and beauty? If you could upload your mind today, right now, knowing all the risks and all the unknowns, would you do it? Or would you choose to remain human, with all the messiness, the joy, the pain, and the finality that comes with it? The future isn't coming slowly, it's accelerating. Technology is actively rewriting what it means to be alive. This is not science fiction anymore, it's science in progress. If you want to stay ahead of the digital revolution and understand the forces shaping our world, subscribe. Because the next breakthrough could change not just your life, but your very existence. This is Amin Techai, and the future is watching.